Please keep it quiet, Sirrah.
You have information about the missing Kunari?
I am to help you, yes. Viscount Dumas would appreciate discretion in this matter. I would prefer that you were not involved at all, but that is neither here nor there.
Has anyone reported this to the Kunari?
Maker, no. I'd be signing the messenger's death warrant. He'll find out soon enough, of course. And when he does, the Viscount is rightly concerned that the illusion of peace will dissolve.
The Arishok is growing violent. He might want an excuse to end this peace.
I suspect that if the Arishok wanted to take over, he simply would. For all we fear that heretical Qun of his, its demands have done more to keep him in check than any of our efforts. Besides, would Kunari stoop to trickery? There is no precedent, but there is unfortunate evidence of influence on our side.
It sounds like you don't want them found.
I must think of what is best for the Viscount's office. Bringing attention to such an incident benefits no one.
You would do nothing?
The Kunari are neutral hostiles at best. There is no relationship to salvage by overextending ourselves on their behalf.
I'm having a hard time picturing the abduction of a Kunari entourage.
Unfortunately, they were not at their best. Their swords were tied into their sheaths, as I advised. It seemed a respectful compromise. Even I know you cannot separate a Kunari from his weapon.
I'm sure you have suspicions about what happened.
My concerns are well-founded. This could not have escaped the notice of the city guard. Unless they were involved.
Have any failed to report?
Several. You should start with one of them. Although where you find a swordsman so eager to sell his honor and duty, I'm sure I don't know.
The Hanged Man.
Hangman. Got to be.
Right. Then you know what to look for. I can't imagine this has occurred without notice. There is always a weak link. Please keep this quiet. The Viscount is under enough scrutiny as it is.
I do.
A lot of coin for this place.
That's right, pal. Tonight I'm paid and blessed, and all I had to do was turn my head. To all my friends. Hey, step back. I know important people. We're gonna show this city what to do with heathen oxmen.
So, someone paid you to take a Kunari delegate?
I made a good wage for looking away while someone tamed a hornhead. So what? They said I should watch out for sympathizers. Traitors. You want something? Take it from me and my new friends. You're on your own, pal. That's loyalty for you. Come on.
That one hurt. This isn't necessary, you know.
What? What do you want? I just did what he said. It was more coin than I've ever seen.
That's very good. Now, just tell me who and where.
Templar. It was a Templar. I didn't get the name. We met near the Chantry. He said taking these Kunari was serving the Maker. I swear, he even had the seal of the Grand Cleric. True is true.
Great. A Templar.
With the Grand Cleric seal. How's that for interesting?
The man was a drunk. Surely you don't think Grand Cleric Elthina is funding zealots?
It's a careful chat about missing Kunari.
Keep an open mind, Hawke. Elthina isn't behind this.
The Grand Cleric, please. Tell her it concerns the Kunari.
Sarah Hawke.
Sister Patrice.
Mother Patrice. Time has changed us both. Grand Cleric Elthina cannot grant an audience to just anyone. What do you want?
Funny how you and issues with the Kunari seem to go together.
And you always assume their side. I was naive when last we met. I did not want you dead, but I felt a death was necessary. That may be too fine a point for you to understand, but you must admit, you came out the better for it.
A Templar may have misjudged an order and abused the Grand Cleric's authority.
I assure you, the Templars would never embarrass the Chantry, at risk of the Knight Commander's wrath.
Men were hired for the righteous task of kidnapping a Kunari delegate. A pause that says you knew. But does her grace?
The Grand Cleric trusts her stewards to enact the wishes of the Maker.
I'll speak to her grace another time. You will not always be here.
Stubborn. All right, Sarah Hawke. If you won't abandon this, let me offer you something. The Templar you seek is a radical who has grown unreliable. Confronting him may do us all a favor.
And he is what to you?
He is my former bodyguard, Ser Vonel. Assume what you wish, but I offer him to you as reconciliation. Meet me at this location. I invite you, Sarah Hawke. Come see the unrest these Kunari have inspired.
I invite you, Sarah Hawke, to walk into a trap.
It's her game, for the moment.
Is this getting you any closer to your ship?
Nice place for a rally. Good choice, Varnell.
Patrice is here somewhere.
Wonderful.
I don't like the looks of this. All set. Done.
Like any beast, remove the fangs and it is lost. They are weak before the faithful of the Maker. The only certainty in their precious Qun is death before the righteous.
Ser Vonel!
Take a knee, faithful. The Chantry blesses us.
You claim a blessing when you have used the authority of the Grand Cleric so openly? You have brought wrath down upon you. You remember, Sarah Hawke? The Kunari have friends, Templar. How will you answer their allegations?
You want to fight? Face someone whose weapons are not bound.
Templars are cowards. They only pick on those whose lives they already hold in their hands.
Righteous! Destroy them!
I don't think we're hurting them! I don't have much left in me! Stop the freak! Come here!
Assistance would be appreciated! It would be good to end this! Make up the difference. My arm is tiring, I can't keep this up!
Thank you.
All right. Time to bring this mess to the Viscount's attention.
Madness! Madness!
Yes, Excellency.
Chantry involvement. Even if they are fringe elements. Oh, it could not be worse.
Her Grace had no knowledge of this affair. I trust she will deal with it swiftly.
You killed them? All of them?
A mother serving the Grand Cleric allowed this to happen.
Are you quite sure? She held a blade with them? Told them to fight you?
No, I cannot say that.
Of course not. Blasted mother. You have no idea the storm these allegations would cause. It would destroy what support I do have.
This may have scared her off. She claimed this was not her intention.
Well, that is something. I will make my inquiries. Gently. And you should be careful in your associations. For now, we have other problems. We have the delegate, but I can't return the bodies to the Canary in this state. Sarah Hawke, you know the Arishok. What should I do?
Hiding this would only make it worse.
It would, wouldn't it? I'm losing my sense of how to balance this nightmare. I appreciate your help in this matter. As bad as this is, it could have been much worse without you. Kirkwall owes you. I owe you.
So you could not rescue my delegate, but you killed those responsible. How do you explain the condition of their bodies?
A fanatic used them to incite others of his kind.
I accept that.
I expected worse.
I have seen every vice and weakness of your kind, and how few of you take responsibility. Your Viscount remains a fool, but you are not. MarshallEden, Hawke. I will keep one good thought about your kind.
Hello, Mother Patrice.
Sarah Hawke, it is good to see you. The shame that Varnell brought his order is most unfortunate.
The shame he brought?
Praise the Maker that you were his champion in that dark place.
You knew exactly what was going to happen in there.
Hawke, you're standing between the righteous and the heretical. You're not going to make friends.
I'd settle for being able to trust the people I already know.
I gave you what you wanted at considerable cost. Varnell is more manageable as a martyr, but his loss will be felt. You have avenged heretical Kunari with human blood. Surely that is good enough for you.
You're no more satisfied than I am.
Varnell was a fool, but the facts remain. An offense to the Maker goes unchallenged. I will give you no further cause to shame the Chantry today, but we will have this argument again. The Viscount's incompetence all but guarantees it.
Sometimes you just know trouble is coming.
You're looking well, Sirrah.
It is apparently not enough that the Kunari define my political life. They must also infect what I hold personal. It is my son, Seamus. The life you saved, he would now squander by converting to the Kun. He has left for the Kunari compound. Please, Sirrah Hawke, convince Seamus to come home.
The Arishok says nothing good about Kirkwall, yet he accepts conversions?
I cannot understand him. Maker knows I've tried, but he landed with, what, a few hundred men? Add up the deaths and defections, and the Arishok must need to bolster his ranks. I'm sure my son is quite the symbolic prize.
Did anyone else see him leaving for the compound?
He made no secret of it. I'm sure he intended it as another of his statements about closer relations. Your example inspired him. I might agree, but now is not the time. These matters are delicate.
He's politically dangerous, you mean?
The office must remain strong, Sirrah Hawke.
He is of age. The decision seems rightly his.
I want to let him find his way, but in my position, he's taken a great deal of inspiration from you. I want to allow his idealism, but not blindly. At best, my opponents will claim that my office is now in Kunari hands. At worst, I lose my son.
You know this will only end in trouble.
Fitting. That's where it started. My son is not foolish. He will listen to reason, and you are in the best position to offer that opportunity. Please, do what you can. That corner looks dusty. How embarrassing.
Right, there's the target! They don't need to talk about!
You go through me before anyone else. Get that order
Let's give them an inch! You're going for it,
All of forbidden.
Sarah Hawke.
I'm here about the Viscount's son.
Are you? In 4 years, I have made no threat, and fanatics have lined up to hate us simply because we exist. But despite lies and fear, Bars still beg me to let them come to the Qun. They hunger for purpose. The son has made a choice. You will not deny him that.
No doubt you see the advantage of having the Viscount's son at arm's reach.
He is no longer the Viscount's son. Vidithari give up their lives for the certainty only Qunari know.
You would not take advantage of his connections?
The Qun may demand that advantage, but I do not. It was his choice to be educated. He is not my prisoner. He is not even here. He went to his father. Ask the Viscount why he would send you and the letter both.
That seems strange.
They are meeting at the Chantry. A last pointless appeal, I assume.
The Viscount would involve the Chantry?
No, but we know who would. Mother Patrice.
A suspect in many things. If she has threatened someone under my command again, there is only one response.
Don't make things worse by marching your men through the streets without cause.
This is cause. This is the last insult I will suffer, Hawke. I will be watching. Vidithari are of the Qun. This offense will have an answer.
Sarah Hawke, look at what you have done. To pounce upon the Viscount's son, a repentant convert in the Chantry itself, a crime with no excuse. Your Qunari masters will finally answer.
You've been a headache, but to outright kill someone? That's new for you.
He deliberately denied the Maker. How many would follow if he went unpunished? And yet, even this sympathizer will inspire vengeance when his brutal murder is exposed.
You won't get the Qunari ousted. You'll get a slaughter. On both sides.
To die untested would be the real crime. People need the opportunity to defend faith, starting with you. Earn your reward in this life and next. These heretics must die!
Let's finish this! Is that all you got?
Do you see, Your Grace? Traitors attacking the very core of the Chantry. They defile with every step.
There is death in every corner, young mother. It is as you predicted. All too well.
Forgive me, Your Grace, but you must know the truth about what happened here.
Don't you spout your Qunari filth. This is a hand of the Divine.
I have ears, Mother Patrice. The Maker would have me use them.
Viscount Dumas' son is dead. Killed here in your name.
I'm sure my name won't like that. Patrice?
Seamus Dumas was a Qunari convert. He came here to repent and was murdered.
It's a ruse, Your Grace. Seamus was killed to set people against the Kunari.
This is no longer a matter of heathens squatting in the docks. People are leaving us to join them.
And we must pray for them like any other.
They deny the Maker.
And you diminish him, even as you claim his side. Andraste did not volunteer for the flame. Sirrah Hawke, you stand with the captain of the guard? The young mother has erred in her judgment. A court will decide her fate. The Chantry respects the law, and so must she.
Grand Cleric? Grand Cleric?
We protect those of the Qun. We do not abandon our own.
Please, send for Viscount Dumas.
My son. Murdered in the heart of the Chantry by those who held a sacred trust. What hope for this city when we fail our own so completely?
The Arishok is still here, Excellency. You must be ready to stand up to him.
I cannot. I have already failed where it mattered most. Please. Hawke. Leave me.